Russia publicly claims to have the most advanced hypersonic missile systems in the world. While Russia signed the Antarctic Treaty, which became effective in 1961, barring it from expanding its military bases at the South Pole, Iran is not a signatory of the treaty. The rhetoric of a potential military escalation between Russia and the West involving advanced weaponry has also been renewed with the circulation of an alarming scenario put forth by Margarita Simonyan, editor-in-chief of the Russian state-controlled news broadcaster RT. The following clip that I'm about to narrate was translated by Russian Media Monitor that provides curated clips broadcast by Russian state media for the purposes of analysis of state-controlled propaganda, as well as the coverage of newsworthy information provided on the shows. Translation and exhibition of this material does not constitute approval or certification as to the validity of the statements made by the highlighted shows. Exercise caution and conduct additional research using trusted news organizations to validate the claims and obtain clarification as needed. We're fighting all of them, mighty and powerful. They're rich, and they can still print more dollars for now. This enables them to endlessly fulfill all of their dreams. It's so hard because we are fighting all of them. Therefore, for our side, a nuclear ultimatum is becoming inevitable with no alternative. They will not back down until they feel a lot of pain, or until they realize they're about to be in a lot of pain. Any second now, for example, until they realize this is imminent, as they say, an imminent, unavoidable, creeping, immediate threat. Until they see it, they won't stop. There will be instructors, long-range missiles, fighter jets, and you name it, as they say. Just name whatever you want, it will be there. We'll be forced to wake up one day, like February 24th. Maybe it will also be February 24th of another year, or maybe some other date, and see that at night, our President Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin issued a statement calling things by their names. He said, "Hold up all this time. You've been waging war against us." Therefore, dear respectable former partners, calling things by their names, you are waging war against us, and we are forced to wage war against you, with all that it entails. Late Zhirinovsky, God rest his soul, demanded that we strike Washington, but we don't have to. We don't have to hammer Washington. One smart man told me something I never realized. I'm not a military expert, I'm just a dumb broad who knows nothing about soccer. This man is a radio electronics engineer. He says, we knew it even back in Soviet times. If we were to conduct a thermonuclear explosion, a nuclear explosion hundreds of kilometers above, on our own territory, someplace in Siberia, nothing scary would happen on the land. There will be no nuclear winter everyone is afraid of. There won't be horrific radiation that will kill everyone, or cause oncologic issues that will kill within a decade. None of that will happen. What will happen is it will disable all radio electronics, everything digital, all of the satellites. This camera with which I am filming right now, the phone lying next to me. We will return to the year 1993. Corded phones, using coins in the phone booth. Let me tell you, we lived amazingly well. I will even be glad. At least I will no longer have to explain to my kids why everyone else has gadgets except for them. I forbid my kids to have gadgets. That's a separate topic. At least that will be a load off. Every time they come back from school and complain, everyone has iPhones and iPads, but we don't, then I tell them no one has any. This option is out there, and it's the most humane one. This is the most vegetarian of all options. I don't see any other outcome, except for something like this, whether I like it or not.
Нравится мне это или нет.